Oh, what is going on, guys? So, today... Hello, dog. I kind of have a big surprise. In case you didn't see my Twitch page, I got my new Oculus today, so I will be doing an unboxing video for that today. Other than that, I'm going to go over my list of games that are coming out this month, and that's about it for IRL stuff. Games for tonight. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna play some VR chat with a buddy of mine, Zenpai. If you've seen my channel, he is auto-hosted most nights after I'm done. He has the most amazing announcer of voice ever. So, other than that, pretty much that's what we've got for tonight. I want to go ahead and start with my list of games, but I'm gonna go shut the door real quick. Oh, Zenpai, thank you, sir. I appreciate the host very much. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the list of games for the month. Today is the 5th of August. Inertial Drift comes out on the 7th, as well as Horizon Zero Dawn for PC, Fast and the Furious Crossroads for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. On the 13th, we have the Total War Saga Troy, as well as Boomerang Fu. And then on the 14th, we have Deliver Us the Moon for Switch. Also on the 14th, we have EA Sports UFC 4 for PS4 and Xbox One. On the 18th, we have Rogue Legacy 2 for Steam, which is early access. There is a game that I found out comes out this month that isn't on my list, which is Battletoads. Battletoads comes out for PC and Xbox One on the 20th of this month, which is super exciting. We have Okana, 4 Rhythms Across the Blue for PS4 and Switch on the 21st. On the 25th, we have Insurgency Sandstorm for PS4 and Xbox One. Also on the 25th, we have Remothered Broken Porcelain. That comes out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Then we have Wasteland 3, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Mac. And then we have Windbound for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Do not forget to always check Steam for new games, as stuff releases outrageously fast on Steam. There's always something new to play on Steam if you have a PC or a Steam box. Otherwise, you can always check your Xbox and your PlayStation. If there's stuff on here on this list that I missed, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have time through most of my days to sit down and make a super outrageously great list for all of the video games that come out in the month. But for now, this is what I've got. When I have time to start doing that, I'll get quite a bit more on a list. I know that December is jam-packed, but 90% of those games are just games that are going to be announced titles for the end of the month or end of the year for like the new consoles that aren't even out yet. So also, when the new consoles get a price and announced, I'll hopefully do a little bit of a video on that. I am an Xbox fanboy, however, I will do my best to be non-biased when I make a video or do a stream about the two new consoles, as both are very strong and both are good in a lot of ways. Both are going to be very fast, but I really don't want to do anything until we have an actual price on those, because that's going to determine whether I tell you should buy a PC or a console. So let's go ahead and hop right into this unboxing video, or this unboxing that we're about to do. So let me grab the box real quick. This, guys, is not an Oculus Rift S. This is. So, I'm not sure how exactly I want to do an unboxing here, because I only have my little bit of desk to work with, and if I do that, I have to move some stuff, like my keyboard. So let's try and move that out of the way just a little bit. I think I'm gonna tilt my camera down a bit here. Too far. There we go. And we're gonna try and move my mic towards me a bit, and then we'll open this up on the table here. So, with that there, I'm gonna try and scoot this just a little bit. Sorry for the mic noise, guys. All right. So it has a nice sheet cover over it, and it gives you a couple of different specs about it on the back in 3 different languages. But that is not what we care about. We care about what is inside of this box. So I'm actually going to open it your way so you can hopefully see. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to open this here. Very nice. All right, so the great thing about this, what I wanted to do with this unboxing was kind of give you a slight review about the actual device itself. I have had an Oculus Rift, the original model, before, and the one thing that really slams me with that console is it's the sensors. Having to place sensors around my room, and having to buy extensions for those sensors, and having to, and having to have them in specific locations really diminishes the fact that I don't feel like I have freedom. I feel like I'm still kind of in a cage in a way. So, with this console, with this head unit, the best part about it, let me go ahead and take the stuff out of the box for us real quick. I say way too much, guys. I am sorry I do that. I think that is everything in here. Nice and simple. Just the headset and 2 controllers. Bumping the mic, bumping the mic. All right, so you have the headset along with the 2 controllers, which I am totally holding backwards. They went to an above your thumb ring, which makes sense because the sensors are actually on the head unit itself. So as you can see here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sensors here on the actual console itself, and then this one here that's on top. Sorry, I got to figure out where you guys are. This one here on top tells where these go behind your head. These 2 tell when they're in front of you, and then these 2 tell when they are below. This one here and here. It looks like it came with quite a bit of a longer cable, which is fantastic. The cable is attached up front here, which is no longer inside the actual head unit. This piece here was well, it was inside the face mask, which made it really difficult to deal with, because sometimes you'd have to unplug this. It's got a HDMI port right here, and sometimes you would have to unplug it because you would have some sort of connection error with the actual cable itself, and because of that, you'd have to unplug this, but you'd have to rip the whole face mask off, and you'd have to you'd have to take this whole face mask off in order to reach this cable. That was just a pain. It was very much a pain. It looks like the headset is built in to the actual rim now, here and here. They say that it's okay. It's probably a lot better than what it was on the last Oculus Rift. The sound probably is not going to be as great because obviously it's just a little tiny headset here. But the biggest issue with the Oculus Rift, the original model, was that the cable that ran for the headset itself for the speakers, it started out right here, or really right here, and it went down the rim to the first earpiece here, and you have this ability to stretch the actual unit around the backside of the rim, and it would pull this cable right here, which would cause this speaker to go out. Well, they also ran that wire all the way on the backside of the rim, all the way to the other speaker on the other side of the headset, and so if you pulled the head unit and the back of the head strap back, you'd actually pull this wire. It would make it so that this speaker didn't work, and then it would make it so that this speaker didn't work. So my guess is that the quality on the speakers isn't going to be nearly as great, but I highly doubt they'll get damaged in the same way that they did on the last Oculus. My one complaint on this model right now, it does have a better HMD, better quality lenses and screens on the inside of the unit, but there's no way to manually adjust your eye length for the inside. It's all done through the software, and I feel like that's going to cause me an issue. They said it was specifically made for certain eyes, which in its own right is kind of sketchy because, well, if your eye length doesn't match what they've got going for you built in, then you're going to have a hard time seeing, which is not good. So other than that, this is the headset. The rim itself has nice cushy pads, very soft, up to the top and to the back here. The foam screen for the mask does seem to pop off nice and easy here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This feels a little bit nicer, but it also is still just that gushy foam that they had in the same face mask in the last one. But it feels like this outside bit here isn't plastic, which the old one used to be, and it looks like it bends a little easier for your face to adjust. That's pretty much... Let's see here. So that locks it. Yeah, that unlocks it. So let me go ahead and get these peeled off the screens here. And I think that's about it on the actual head unit itself. Let me get the screen back on here. Alright, so that is back on, and let's go over the controllers. These feel almost exactly the same as the old ones. I don't know why, but they don't feel right to me because of the sensors being on the outside of the top of the controller. Because they were under on the previous controllers. But they have made it a lot harder to accidentally press the menu buttons. They're a lot further down than they used to be. They're down here instead of being right here where you could easily press them by mistake. So that's kind of nice. A and B are very much in a place where your hand can rest. So I'm not sure how I like that, because you're gonna have fingers sitting here on these. I guess if you just leave it here, that's fine, but Beat Saber, you don't really want to be sitting on these buttons because you'll end up pressing them and then you're doing stuff in game that you don't want to do. So let's go ahead and get some batteries in these, and we'll go ahead and get it plugged up. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of a little update for me. While that's doing, I'm going to go ahead and eat dinner with my girlfriend, and then when I get back, we'll figure out the rest of this. Then we have the booklets. We have so it comes with batteries, which is fantastic. You don't have to go buy any. As the number one thing that this thing does is it kills batteries so fast. It kills batteries so quickly. There is a safety instruction booklet. Let's see here. Get that in there. There you go. A little safety manual. Warranty stuff. It comes with a DisplayPort adapter for a mini DisplayPort, which I assume is in case you want to hook it up to I don't know, your whatever has a mini DisplayPort that you own. And that really looks like it. There is a setup booklet to come with it, but I already know that I need to go download Oculus, which I already have installed, so I shouldn't have to do much else other than that. And then go into the Oculus settings and tell them I just bought a brand new Rift S, and they're gonna be like, here you go, here's all the stuff you gotta download, bud. There we go. Alright, so that goes there. Let's get these batteries in here. So I went over the sensors. That's one of the absolute major reasons why I wanted to get this model of the Rift. The sensors really kill me because they just take away from the play, and you have to worry about your area a lot more. Whereas this one doesn't. But the other thing is, and I went over this just a little bit too, it has a better screen, and it's supposed to help fix the screen door effect, and it'll also help me read some stuff in the games a little bit better than I previously could. So that's exciting in its own right. I think really, other than those two things, it's not that much of an upgrade from the Rift, the original Rift. Some people actually prefer the original Rift to the Rift S. I don't know why, really. I never really got to read a lot on that as to why they prefer one over the other. One last thing I do want to go over is if you have an original Rift S or an original Rift, that has a HDMI cord, and this has a DisplayPort. So make sure that when you get this, you have a adapter should you need, or make sure that you have a spot open on your video card for a DisplayPort. I know 90% of video cards these days have DisplayPort on them, so it's not something that you really should worry about. The other thing is that you do need a USB 2.0 at the very least to run the Oculus. That's pretty much it. You can go out and buy extension cables for these to give you a longer cord. This one actually has a longer cord than the previous model does. I think this one's a 15-foot cord, and the other one is a 10 or 9-foot cord. So that automatically gives you like another 6 feet to play with. And in my room, there's really not a whole lot more that I need. So we're going to go ahead and fix the camera back up here. While I play tonight, I will put the camera into the room so you can see me walking around being an idiot tonight. So let me go ahead and load up Oculus and get this going here. And then I'm going to stuff. Alright, so when this actually starts up here, oh. Hold on. Okay, so I have the audio going through the Rift S, but that actually sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That sounds pretty good. It's actually kind of impressive. All right, so I'm gonna load this up so y'all can actually see me set this up. Go to live scene. Go over here. Game capture. Firmware update. Fantastic. Devices. Update required. Great. Updating. Boop. Okay. So this is going to update. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Be Right Back and leave the music going for you guys. Words. All right, I will be back here in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set up the Rift while you guys wait. I'm going to go eat dinner so that way I don't have to take many breaks tonight while we get this going, all right? So I will catch you guys in a few minutes. Please enjoy the music.